Ever had one of those days where the city just feels like a blur of noise and motion? I was having one of those. Just me, the sidewalk, and 1,000 people rushing past. Then bam! Out of nowhere, a bike skids to a screeching halt. It's one of those moments where everything slows down. Time stretched, and this small brown wallet went flying through the air, tumbling end over end like an acrobat in a circus. People gasped, a dog started barking like crazy, and then plop. The wallet landed right at my feet, as if it had chosen me. I looked around, half expecting a frantic owner to be sprinting back, but the street was weirdly still. The cyclist was gone, and no one was claiming it. A little spark of curiosity lit up inside me. I picked it up. It felt worn, used, loved. I gently opened it, just enough to peek. Inside I found the story of a life. An ID card, a couple of crumpled bills that looked like they'd seen better days, a worn photograph of a smiling family, and a bus pass. Nothing fancy, no gold credit cards, but it was clearly someone's entire world in a small leather pouch. It felt important. I could have just dropped it off at the nearest coffee shop or police station, the easy way out, but something stopped me. Maybe it was the earnest smile of the family in the photo. Something told me this needed a personal touch. I checked the address on the ID. It was only 3 blocks away, a short walk. I decided then and there I was going to return it myself. I had this gut feeling that this wallet belonged to someone who was probably having a much worse day than I was. So I started walking. The 3 blocks felt like a mini adventure. I found the address, a small, humble brick apartment building. It had a certain charm, the kind of place where you know real life happens. I took a deep breath and knocked on the door. A moment later, it creaked open and a man stood there. He looked exhausted, the kind of tired that goes right to the bone. He had confusion written all over his face, probably wondering who I was. Then his eyes dropped to the wallet in my hand. And everything changed. His face just crumpled with relief. "My whole week is in there," he said, and his voice cracked with emotion. "I thought it was gone forever." I was just on my way to work. He couldn't stop thanking me. He insisted I come inside for just a second. As I stepped over the threshold, 2 little kids peeked out from the living room. They had the exact same bright, infectious smiles as the kids in the photograph. The moment they saw the wallet, they ran over and wrapped their arms around their dad's legs. He held it up like it was a winning lottery ticket, like it was a piece of treasure he'd just unearthed. He knelt down to their level, looked them in the eyes, and said, "See? I told you. Good people still exist." That one sentence hit me right in the chest. It was such a simple, powerful thing to say. I just smiled, said my goodbyes, and left them to their happy reunion. Walking home, the city didn't feel like a blur anymore. The sun felt warmer, the sounds of the street felt more like a symphony. I had this incredible, warm feeling blooming inside me. A feeling of connection, of making a tiny, positive ripple in the giant ocean of life. I hadn't done anything heroic. I just returned a lost wallet. But for that family, in that moment, it felt like I had returned a piece of their hope, a bit of their security. It was a powerful reminder that sometimes the smallest acts of kindness can have the biggest impact. It made my day brighter than any amount of money ever could. It cost me nothing but a few minutes of my time, and in return, I got a memory that I'll cherish forever. So next time you see a chance to help, no matter how small, take it. You never know whose world you might change. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to spread a little kindness today. See you in the next one.